Buy to let, thatched, commercial. We're your high street insurance brokers for all types of insurance. Avoid faceless internet firms.
High House Insurance, do it face to face.
See Neil and the friendly team at High Street Selsey.
High House Insurance, do it face to face.
Or call Selsey 606 552.
This is Mike Nichols. Welcome to this week's Selsey Internet Radio podcast. In the programme this week, I shall be telling you about some of the events that are taking place in Selsey during the coming week. Then Lynn and Hugh will be talking about D-Day celebrations planned for June the 1st. We then have Bob Hoare telling Hugh about the Lashings All-Star cricket match taking place on June the 8th and the opening of the Sir Patrick Moore exhibition. Then Thea has a short piece entitled Sexy at 60. Lynn's recipe for this week is spaghetti bolognese. And we end the programme with Footprints, a poem from Hugh about life's journey. Here's some of the things that are taking place in Selsey, beginning on the 28th of March, this Friday. If you listen in time, you might want to go to the Academy for an evening of bingo at 7 o'clock. Now that's become famous in the budget. You might want to return on Sunday when there's a car boot sale between 8 and 1, again raising funds for the Academy. In between on Saturday, you might, if you're interested, like to visit Selsey Football Club. Their reserves are playing at home at 3 o'clock versus Saltdean. That's situated behind Budgeons. And then during the week, on Wednesday the 2nd, in the afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Riviera, there's a new speed friendship for people over 60, where they get an opportunity to meet each other over a cup of tea and make new friends. In the evening of that day, at the Selsey Centre at 7:30, the community choir are giving their presentation at the end of this term, along with a music ensemble. The tickets are available on the door at £3 with concessions at £2. Then on Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon, you can go to the Eastby Church for tea and chat. And in the evening at the Selsey Town Hall at 7:30, there's an event called Grace Outpouring, at which everyone will be welcome. And then just looking ahead a little bit, coming up in May, between the 4th and the 11th, there's a walking holiday planned for Selsey, and there are leaflets available in various outlets. Now, if you'd like details of these events or anything else, contact us at the Selsey Information Exchange. You can email us at radio@selseyinfo.co.uk, or you can phone us on 01243 201 616. We'll be very pleased to help you. Now it's over to Lynn and Hugh.
Morning, Lynn.
Good morning, Hugh.
So what we're going to talk about?
On the 1st of June, on the Sunday the 1st of June in Selsey, a team of us are organising the D-Day commemoration.
Right.
D-Day, as we know, is on the 4th of June,
sure.
but the 6th of June is a busy time for most people, and there's other things going on. So we thought Sunday the 1st of June would be a good day for doing it.
Okay.
We've got a road closure that actually went through the town council last night, so we have got the road closure.
So which roads are going to be closed?
The High Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, coming up from, it's before the Crown, all the way up to the Riviera. It's quite a long stretch of road there.
Right, okay.
We're going to put entertainments and stalls all the way down it.
Yeah.
Different things are going to be going on, all based on a war theme, we hope.
So you're going to be a land girl, or what?
Oh, I'd love to be a land girl.
Yeah?
I think we're going to be playing lots of wartime music.
Yeah.
There's a parade that starts at
So
12.
that'd be Glenn Miller then, won't it?
Oh, and Vera Lynn, of course,
Yeah,
and that
right.
type of thing, yeah.
Not forgetting Gracie Fields.
Oh, loads of them, and all that big band sound going on as well. We're going to try and get a band. I think that's in the...
I reckon they're going to be playing In the Mood by Glenn Miller then.
Possibly will.
Yeah,
And
I can remember my mother and father dancing to that.
Can you? I'd love anybody that can jitterbug. Please come on up and do a display. That would be wonderful.
My wife can jitterbug.
Oh, perhaps she can do some lessons on the day, Hugh.
Yeah,
that would be good, wouldn't it? So all things going on, and if anybody wants to be a part of that, please come into Tuppenny Rice or into Delightful Things for Us.
Okay.
And let us know, because we really do need helpers. We need sponsorship. Well, sponsorship can take the form of money or time and effort.
So if it's money, where do they take it?
It's going.
Or send it.
The town council is taking care of all the money.
Okay.
All right. So they kindly agreed to do that. So that's quite
How
nice.
do you know you're going to get it back then?
We are going to get it back because it's in aid of Help the Heroes and the Legion and
Okay.
all the services it's in aid of. So any profit will go to them, and we do hope to make a profit. So there'll be all sorts of things going on to make that. Now, if anybody wants a stall along the road, also come in and see us, please. We'll sort out somewhere for you to be on the day. There is a big parade leaving from East Beach at 12 o'clock.
Right.
And that's going all the way up the road and all the way through to the Riviera.
Yeah.
So those of you that can't walk that far, and there are some from the ex-services now, ex-service people, we will pick you up on that route, all right? And you can join the parade on that route. We are hoping to get a band, so that's in the offing. But we do need lots of things going on. So if anybody's got any ideas, please let us know. Even if it's just, I'd love a choir singing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Choir singing the old
Well,
stuff.
Selsey got its own choir now.
Yes, it has. So Selsey Choir, we need you.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody out there that's into amateur
So what about the
dramatics,
British Legion? Are they involved?
yes, they are. Yes.
And what
British
about all the
Legion.
service
Yes,
organisations?
yeah, we've been in touch with them,
Yeah.
and they're all involved. So if anybody out there likes to do a bit of amateur dramatics, what I'd like to see is anybody that can dress up in wartime gear and walk along the street and just be a part of it all.
Yeah.
Just walk along the street doing something. I don't know. We used to have a rag and bone man in the war, didn't they? We could have one of those, couldn't we?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Rag
And we
bone.
used to have someone in our village. We had someone called Carrier.
There you go.
Yeah, and he had a horse and cart. He used to take things all around the village.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we want. We've got a horse and carriage, I think, involved as well. So that would be good. We're going to try and put together some kind of Britain in the Blitz corner for the children so that they can see what it was like with sandbags and things. So any of you builders out there that have got any ideas on how to do that exactly, please get in touch with me because I haven't got a clue. But I really want to see it there. And maybe some kind of makeshift air raid shelter.
Yeah.
All right, that we could put
Well,
up.
what sort of shelter?
I don't
Well,
know.
you can't-
There
I
is an
suppose
answer.
you-
It's too. You know, we need a makeshift like they would have done.
Yeah.
They would have if they didn't have anything. Sometimes they would turn a
I
table
can
upside
remember
down. and
Anderson
put-
shelters.
Yes, but they take too long to build, wouldn't they, Hugh?
You could actually
Just
put
for the
one on a
day.
float, couldn't you?
On a float, it would be good. Anybody got any ideas? Come on, we need it. We really need you.
Okay.
You know that Abbott, your country needs you. This is Selsey needs
Yeah,
you.
but that's First World War.
Ah, yes. Well, that comes at the end of August, doesn't it, for
Yeah.
Selsey? Yes, and that's a good commemoration there. But this is all in a good cause, okay? It's all for Help the Heroes and all of the services. And
Weren't the Mulberry Harbours assembled at Selsey?
there was
and that-
something that went on in Selsey.
Yeah. Well, we ought to have something. There must be a local historian.
Yes, there is.
Who knows all about
I have
it.
approached the local history group.
Well,
so
you better ask me about it because I know that we were deeply involved in D-Day.
yes, we would have been.
Yeah.
I spoke to somebody who
And
remembers
I
seeing
think the Canadian squadrons
yes.
were
I
involved
was
in
going to
this
say
too.
that. Yeah.
When they were flying
Yes,
out from
they
Church
were.
Norton.
Yeah, because I was speaking to somebody the other day who remembers as a child
Yeah.
seeing them walk down the road and get on the wagons to go off for D-Day.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know anything about the boat side of it. So perhaps somebody out there can tell me that. It'd be lovely if we could put up a little marquee and have a little historian marquee.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that so that people could go in there and see pictures and things and get some feel of what it was all about for Selsey then. Do you know Selsey in the war was quite self-sufficient, wasn't it?
Is it was?
Yes, it was. So they actually used to grow vegetables and everything all on the side of the road and
That's right.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
what a wonderful thing, eh?
Yeah.
What a wonderful community spirit there must have been then, which I
there still
believe
is,
we've
isn't
still
there?
got.
Yeah.
I believe we've still got.
I
So
think,
come on.
So when Mr. Cameron announced that he was introducing the big society as the plank, the main plank of the Tory manifesto in 2010, I think Andrew Tyree told him that Selsey had been self-sufficient for years. And a long time ago, there used to be a ferry over the Rife at Siddlesham. Because that used to flood at high tide, and so Selsey really was an island.
Yes, it really was.
So I think we should put a barrier up a ferry and declare UDI.
Okay, all right, let's do that. Yeah, we'll eat
And
crabs.
charge them to get in.
We'll eat crabs and fish.
Yeah, all right. So charge them to get in and charge them to get out.
No, I don't want to be charged every time I want to go to Chichester. No, that's not a good idea. But I'll reiterate this. Anybody that can help with anything at all, come up with some really good ideas and come and help us, please, because we do need you.
So how do they phone you then?
They can phone, or they can come into the shop.
Yeah.
Either Tuppenny Rice or Delightful Things for Us,
Yeah.
or they can phone me on a mobile number I'll give you for everybody to phone, and it's 07 969 905 402.
Give that number again, Lynn.
07 969 905 402.
Okay. What about the council? Are they?
Yes, they're involved, so you can pop into the council, but they'll only direct you towards us. So,
All right,
yeah, okay. All right.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, then, Lynn.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks, that's something that we can really look forward to. Hugh now hears about the Lashings cricket match on June the 8th.
Right, we've got Bob here, Bob Hall in this morning. He's the cricket development manager at Selsey Cricket Club, and he's going to tell us all about the Lashings cricket match. Well, when is it then, Bob?
This year the club's going to be 180 years old.
You right?
And we're also opening the Sir Patrick Moore exhibition.
Right.
So I thought that it would be a good idea if we had a special game in memory of Sir Patrick, and also
because he used to play for the club, didn't he?
Yeah, 40 years.
Because I actually used to go and watch him, and he was a spin bowler, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
I actually saw him do. I think he was having an off day. I think he bowled 3 wides in succession on one occasion. Because he used to be right arm round the wicket, wasn't it?
Do you know, I never saw him bowl. I was there, but I never actually saw him bowl.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so we're doing. I thought that it would be a good idea to have a special match.
Yeah.
So we can raise funds for the new pavilion. I mean, the pavilion was an old school assembly hut.
Yep.
And they donated it to the cricket club, providing we took it down and re-erected it, and this was 40 years ago.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't there then, but Sir Patrick was one of the volunteers who actually re-erected this club.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
So we've had this hut up there now for over 40 years, and at the time, they struggled sometimes to get a team.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, they used to change either on the field or in the church rectory, is it?
Yeah.
And they used, and that was it. The club now has grown. We've got 2 league teams. We've got a Sunday team. We've got a midweek 2020. We've got colts from under 9s to under 16s, and we've got ladies and we've got girls.
Really?
Yeah. So the club has grown.
Yeah.
But the house hasn't, obviously.
Okay.
So we need a new pavilion, and we need it not just for the cricket club. I mean, it's used for different things as well, youth club, meetings, functions, and we want to be able to do even more for the community.
Okay.
So we're raising, this is going to be our kickstart, if you like. I mean, we have been trying to raise funds over the years because we've had a plan out for the club, for the clubhouse, but now we're going to go at it.
Right.
And what I've done is I've organised a game against the Lashings All-Stars.
Right.
Now
First of all, explain for all those who don't know what the Lashings All-Stars are.
Lashings All-Stars are legends of the game of cricket. They're all ex-internationals. Every single one has played for their country.
Yeah.
And we're not sure who we're getting, but I mean, people in the squad are people like Courtney Walsh, Philip de Freitas, Devon Malcolm.
Yeah.
You can go on. We've definitely got Suleiman Ben.
Yeah.
And Gordon Greenwich.
Yeah.
They are our confirmed players.
Uh-huh.
We're hoping that Courtney Walsh is going to come down. They've been talking to him, and they actually want him to be the captain, but it may be Phil de Freitas, we're not sure, but they're going to be really, really big names.
Yeah.
But it's a corporate event,
Yeah.
and how it works is that they have a marquee, and we have to sell tables of 10 people, £500 a table.
Right.
We've got to sell 20 tables.
Right.
But we've also got other sponsorship deals, ads in the paper, the programme I mean, but ads in the newspaper as well. But the media are going to be down there, television, radio.
Yeah.
I expect you'll be there.
Yes, I'll be there, certainly, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, and it's going to be a big day. I've obviously got all sorts of things going on there as well.
Yeah.
There'll be bouncy castle for the kids, mini circus.
Right.
There'll be hog roast, burgers, ice cream, soft drinks. The bar.
So it'll be a great day out for the family.
Yeah, it's going to be a big day out for the family.
So just pray for no rain then.
Oh, don't. Yes, so we pray for no rain, but I mean the marquee will still be on, whatever happens, even if it does rain, so it'll still be a corporate event, but we'll obviously lose a lot from outside.
Yeah.
So we're now getting sponsorship where we can. There'll be a raffle, and I know that they're getting some really big prizes for the raffle.
Right.
Yeah.
So how are the tables going?
There's a lot of promises at the moment,
and
we have sold some. We've actually got Checker Trade on board. They're going to pay for a special kit. We're going to have a coloured kit, and there's an event partner, which is Target, They've got a banner, a full-page ad.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things going on there, but I mean they're the partners.
Yeah.
So they're the two main ones that's on board, and we know that we've got them. And I know for a fact that there's at least 5 more people that have actually bought the tables. Yeah, they're committed to buy the tables, and a lot of interest. And I've done that little leaflet, and we flooded the south with that, I think. So
right, so it's on June the 8th.
June the 8th, yeah.
What time does the match start? Or what time does the event start?
The day will start probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. Because
really?
We'll have things going on.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to get a ladies' match before.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure exactly what's going on, but the tea interval, we're going to have the cheerleaders. Lunch will be at 12:15, I think it is.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting down at 12 and 12:15. The match itself starts at 2:30.
Okay.
There'll be the toss-up before that, that'll be 2 o'clock. And then approximately 2 hours later, we'll have the tea interval. Of course, there's the raffle going on.
Yeah.
And then 7 o'clock, we think there'll be the presentation.
Okay.
Because we're actually playing for a cup.
Yeah.
It's the Sir Patrick Moore Cup.
Yeah.
That's the first time it's played.
Well, let's hope Selsey wins.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's bothered about who really wins.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that they're going to see these people there.
Okay.
But of course, we're going to be trying to win.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a nice day. I'm looking forward to it. And it's obviously the day that we open the Sir Patrick Moore exhibition. Which
now I see here for sponsorship details you can call John Reeve on 01243 604 924 or Debbie Heath on 0786667 46614, or you can email the treasurer at selseycricketclub.co.uk. Anybody else I can call?
Well, they're the ones who's actually dealing with the sponsorship.
Okay.
I mean, anybody else, it would get muddled. So, if like myself, if I've got people that are interested in the table, then I will put them onto John.
So, if people want to come to the event, it starts about 9:30.
Yeah, it'll be starting.
Obviously at the cricket field.
Yeah, on the cricket field. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a wonderful day, Bob.
It's going to be a wonderful. Of course, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, will you keep us informed from time to time about the events and keep us updated?
I will.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So that's now 2 dates for your June diary. I now have a question for you.
Will I have to be sexy at 60? Will I have to keep trying so hard? Well, I'm just going to slump with my dowager's hump and watch myself turn into lard. I'm not going to keep exercising. I'm not going to take HRT. If a toy boy inquires, I'll say, "Ha! Hard luck, squire. Where were you in 73? I'm not going to shave my moustaches. I'm just going to let them all sprout. My chins will be double, all covered in stubble. I'm going to become an old trout. My beauty all gone and forgotten, vanished with never a quibble. I'll sit here and just kind of gnaw at a crust and squint at the telly and dribble. As my marbles get steadily fewer, must I battle to keep my allure? Have I still got to pout now my teeth have come out and my husband has found pastures new? Farewell to the fad and the fashion, farewell to the young and the free. My passion's expired. At bedtime I'm tired. Sexy and 60? Not me.
How do you like your spaghetti? Well, I think it's time for Lynn's recipe.
I've got Lynn from Tuppenny Rice with me, and if I remember rightly, we're going Italian.
We are. Spaghetti bolognese. Good morning, Hugh.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, spaghetti bolognese this week. I know it's a good old favourite these days because we tend to have all gone a bit cosmopolitan, don't we, with our food? So, for spaghetti bolognese, you need a little bit of olive oil. I do use virgin olive oil, but I do understand that a lot of people don't. So, any kind of olive oil is good.
Yeah, right.
All right. 6 rashers of streaky bacon. Here we go again. We did this last week, didn't we? 2 sprigs of rosemary, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 chopped up onion, 500 grams of good quality mince. Now, if you want to buy the cheaper mince, then that's fine. But what I find with cheaper mince, you have to get rid of all the water and all the fat that comes out of it as you're cooking it, don't you? So do make sure that you do that if you're going to use a cheaper mince. There's no problem with that at all. But I like to use a good quality mince, and you don't actually get all that watery fat. 200 mils of red wine. Now, see the smile on your face now. See, red wine I mentioned.
Well, that's a proper thing to put in spaghetti bolognese.
Okay. 1 280 gram jar of sun-dried tomatoes.
When I'm making this, I have a glass of wine beside me when I'm doing it.
Oh, do, yeah. 1 for you and 2 for the pot, or the other way round. The other way round, if you like, by the end of it. And 1 400 gram tin of tinned tomatoes. So you want 280 gram jar of sun-dried tomatoes and a tin of plum tomatoes, and 500 grams of dried spaghetti. I want a bit of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
All right. So preheat your oven to 180 degrees centigrade.
Right.
That's 350 Fahrenheit. Gas mark 4.
Okay.
Put a deep pan on a medium heat. Add a splash of olive oil, and then cook the bacon, rosemary, and garlic for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, until it's soft. Add the mince out on the onion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you add your mince and you let that cook until it starts to go brown. When it starts to go brown, pour in your red wine.
Right, okay.
Now, don't worry about giving this to children, because alcohol actually evaporates during cooking, so it's not something that you can't give to anybody. Drain and mash. When I say mash, I mean cut really, really finely, or chop. Mm-hmm. Or if you've got a food processor, you can chuck them in there. Yeah. Your sun-dried tomatoes. And add to the mince with the tinned tomatoes. Stir well and break the tinned tomatoes apart a little bit so you get all those little pips and juices coming out. Uh-huh. Cover it with a lid and cook it in your oven for about 1 hour.
Right.
Have a look after about 30 minutes and add some more water if necessary, but I don't think you need to with this. It's quite a wet recipe, all right, so you don't really need to. Before it's ready, 10 minutes before it's ready, cook your spaghetti according to the packet instructions.
Right.
All right. Afterwards, I like to drizzle on a little bit of olive oil, virgin olive oil, because it stops it from going all gungy. And a good grating of Parmesan. Stir it round. Put a little bit of the spaghetti sauce into it as well. Stir that round a little bit as well, so you get all those flavours going in with the spaghetti. Serve it up on a plate and add some Parmesan cheese on the top to taste. Yeah. Yummy.
Brilliant.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Okay, where do you get your Parmesan from?
I don't get it from anywhere in particular. Where should I be getting it from?
I buy mine from Lidl's.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lidl's?
And it only costs about £3 a dirty grade lump.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to go in and have a look at that.
Okay.
I remember that. I haven't been in Lidl's for a while.
All right. What's happening next week?
Fish pie.
Fish pie?
Fish pie, yeah.
Well, I suppose that's sensible since we live in a fishing village.
We do live in a fishing village. It's got no crab in it, though.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lynn. I can almost taste it. And lastly, Footprints, a poem from Hugh.
This week's thought for the day is called Footprints. One night I dreamed I was walking along the Selsey beach with the Lord. Scenes from my life flashed through my mind. In each scene I noticed footprints in the sand. Most of the times there were 2 sets of prints, but sometimes there was only one. During the lowest periods of my life, when I was in real trouble, there was only 1 set of prints. Where were you when I needed you most? Why did you leave me? I asked him. And the Lord replied, My precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. You never walked alone. The times when you saw only 1 set of prints was when I carried you.
Thanks for listening. Do get in touch with us with any comments or questions you may have. 01243 201 616. Goodbye until next week.